And hello there, Dental Nachos. Terry Brock here for another Talking Tech Tips with Terry Tuesday at 2. We're going to have some fun today because I want to talk with you about a very important topic, and that is looking good on video. How to look great on video. And there's a little tool that I'm using, and I want to share it with you. It's something that's not even really high tech, but it's a powerful little tool, and anyone that's making video could benefit from something like this, because we know we always want to look good, and there's a few things that are really important when you're working with video that come into play when we're working with this. Here at Dental Nachos, we're always trying to help you and to make your world a lot better, make it a lot easier. And hey, I'm just glad to be back. Now, last week we had a little interruption. I was on the road and could not get access to the net. And when you can't get access to the net, boy, that's a real bummer. We all know what that's like. From time to time, that does happen. And we get these tech glitches that come in. But when they work, hey, that's always a fun thing. And by the way, we'd love to hear from you. If you are joining us now, you want to leave a comment, we'd love to hear from you. Matter of fact, we do have our friend Bob Pick, Love Tech Tips with Terry. Well, we love you too, Bob. Always good to have you with us there from up there in Chicagoland, and hope you are doing well. And Bob, you might be interested in this little tool. I think I might have mentioned it to you before, but it's one that I know that you do a lot with video, and a huge amount, and something like this might be helpful. So, and I'm leaving you in a mystery. Like, what is it, Terry? Well, we're not going to say just yet, but we're going to cover this and let you see it, because it's really going to be about you looking great on video. To look great on video, you want to make sure that you do certain things and other things you don't want to do. And it's something that we've all seen come from time to time when we're working with these, because we're using video extensively now. We're looking into our webcams, we're looking into our monitors, and particularly today I want to talk about when you're using, say, your laptop computer, and you're making regular visits with Zoom or maybe Facebook Live or some other tool. There's an important thing that you want to do, and that is make sure that you have real good eye contact. Having great eye contact with people makes a world of difference. We know this is really important that you, again, maintain that, and that you are looking in the right place. So today, tool for looking great on video is one we're going to talk about. And I've been using this tool for, I guess, about a year now, and really love it. Using it regularly, and I want to let you know about this also. I'm not selling it, and just want to share this from one user to another of how this can work. We know that our hero here, Dr. Paul Goodman, we call him affectionately Dr. Nachos, he is using lots of different tools and working with these, and I've always admired what he does as he looks at tools are a great way to move ahead, to start doing some things with it, and to get a lot of good things there with that, and to be able to get the results that you want looking great on video and doing that. And let's see, let me move over here to this, as I'm using my eCam here and using this along with Restream. Please listen to him. It's actually very important to look good on video today. It helps separate you from the rest and gives a very positive image. Bob, you are right, and thank you very much for that, because we see too many people that are doing wrong things. They don't mean to, but when you're not aware of it, then you can do something that comes across less than professional and not as effective when you're communicating. Bob, you are one who connects very well. I have to say, as a professional who works with video, doing a lot. Many of you know I was a chief enterprise blogger with Skype for a while, and wonderful company, wonderful people there, and we learned about what to do and what not to do on video. So all that is extraordinarily important when we're doing it. Bob, thanks for those comments, and always good to hear from you, sir. Any other comments you might have today, we'll look forward to hearing from you on what we can do with that and how to make it work. So in other words, we're going back here to what Paul's talking to us about, to always test. Don't guess, test is what he says. I like that phrase. That's one of his saying. He has a whole bunch of these that are really, really good. Today, the tool I want to tell you about is called Plexicam. And Plexicam is something, they call it see eye to eye. And it lets you work with a tool that goes over your laptop or would go over a monitor, and it lets you project a much, much better image by doing that. And to show about what that is, I'm going to show you a couple things. First of all, we'll go over to their website, where you can take a look at what's going on there. As we see it, we're going to be right here. I'm going to bounce over here, couple of adjustments, and here it is. It's a Plexicam, and this is a tool that, here, let me get over here in this. I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger for you to see. A simple elegant and portable solution for anyone using web video. So if you're using web video, this is one you want to look at. Now I'll move down here a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. This is what you can do. Now it doesn't move around like that on a regular basis. You can move it though. You can move it back and forth, up and down, back and forth. And the whole idea is so that you can put your webcam in a place so that when you're looking at other people, you're looking at them right through the webcam. Too often what happens is we are looking into something and we're looking at something and it doesn't come out real well. Here, they demonstrate this pretty well here on their website. They talk about with Plexicam, you can look at your webcam and your screen at the same time. Notice this gentleman here. He's looking down. You ever see that? Where people are looking down versus, notice the way she is looking at it here on their video on their website when you look directly into the camera. If I'm looking over here like this and talking to you, that doesn't get across very well. And it's like, okay, hey, my eyes are right here, okay? Let's look at the eyes and do it that way. And here's how it works. What it does is it slips there. It's pieces of acrylic. Nothing technical to it, really. There's no batteries. There's no plugins, no USB ports. It's just a device. And they have a few different flavors of this so that you can put your webcam on there and be able to see it looking really, really nice. Now here, I'm going to make myself here a little bit smaller, and I'm going to bounce over here to this side of the screen so you can see this. Notice the actress here that they have demonstrating this. On the left, you recognize this. She's looking down, looking at the people, because we were taught by our mamas that we're supposed to look someone in the eye when we're talking to them. And our mamas were right. We're supposed to do that. The challenge comes for many of us, our mamas didn't know about Zoom. And they didn't know that when you look someone in the eye, you're looking at them right here. It's not the same as looking into the webcam. And that's a challenge because you want to see them, but you also want to look into the webcam. Well, that's where this Plexicam comes in. Notice over on the right, she is looking directly into the webcam. So what you do is you position it so that you're able to have your webcam just where the person is that you're going to see. And you can see them pretty clearly when you're looking at several people, like on a gallery view with Zoom, or even if it's, say, just a one-on-one, you and the other person is there. You can position it and move your screen around, the windows around on your computer, until you get it to just the right place. So you see, this is how it works. You can also put a light on there. Notice on this, you could put a light there. That ring light is there, and then the webcam is right below that. Either a webcam or a video of some sort, whatever it is you're using. I'll make that a little bit bigger so you can see it. And you can use a mirrorless DSLR or a smartphone. All of that could be on there very easily. Notice the difference here when you're looking down without the Plexicam, and then with the Plexicam. Of course, they have them smile that way too. But you put that in there, and that's a really, really nice. Oh, and by the way, yes, I'm endorsing them here on their website. I'll put a note in there for me. I've been working with these folks. They're good people, help out a lot. So I've got some really good things. With Plexicam, you're going to get really good eye contact. And this is a really nice little thing to have as well. And Billy's joined us as well. Billy Arsema, love this product. Great service as well. Yes, Billy, I know you've got one of those and using it, and it's something that has helped in video. Matter of fact, Billy, if you want to leave a note there, let us know how is it you're using it, how is it helping you best, and what differences have you seen in using that. We can see that what they've got here is you have with and without the Plexicam. I find that using that Plexicam really gives you an advantage, and today you want to have every little kind of advantage you can get. This is important. You want to make sure that what you're looking at is going to be something that people will be able to use. And you'll see, this is what it looks like. Very nice. And they've got different flavors of it. Here, let me pull this up here. You can just see the pricing as well. They have one that's $45. I'm using the one that's the Pro version, $55. They have the Pro Plus, so you could put that on there so you could mount a light on there if you want. And then over here on the other side, let me move it. I'm moving my windows around here as I'm using Ecamm. The Plexicam Max is $145. This is adjustable to any size. It holds larger mirrorless or DSLR cameras. So if you're using some of those, that might be something you're going to look into and just see what it is like. But this has some really, really nice features, and I think that as you look at what it can do, this is a tool that can help you to do much, much better. And matter of fact, here's what I want to do right now. This is where what their website shows, and their website is very good, but I'm going to move over here and show you something else. Where I'm looking into one camera here, I've got another one raring to go here. And I'm going to bring that up over Well, I thought I had it raring to go. Let me see. I'm going through my different slides here. We'll find it. There we are. Oh, I see right here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up this way by clicking on this. And now you see I've got my other camera here that I've got so that you can see my Plexicam as it's actually existing. Here it is. This is my Brio that I'm using for you. And then you'll see the acrylic down here. I positioned this so that I'd kind of lock it in right there on the webcam. And then I've got this lapped over my monitor. So I've got my laptop here, and then I've got my monitor over here. So with the monitor, it's mounted that way. And the nice thing I can do, you notice how I move this around? I can move this back and forth very easily. Very easily. So by the way, what I did, here's a little inside baseball stuff. I moved my camera over there. And then when I'm looking at it, notice this. I'm going to click here and I'm looking into the camera. But when I bring up my graphics, I can have the graphics over my shoulder. So that way it looks a little bit nicer. Here, let me go back to one of the graphics that I used before and put this in here. Is that the one? No, right about here or here. There we go, there. So you see I can put that graphic over my shoulder there using Ecamm, bring it in like that, but I'm looking still into the camera. And the way we do that, of course, well, we put the different camera there, so I can just let you see that. And what I do is I just move that over to the side. So by doing that, it allows me to have the webcam right there that I look into, and I can position it so that, hey, I can also see the people on the screen, get a chance to see others. And what you're doing there, really, you're making that human connection. And that's what it's all about. It's about making those human connections, being with people, and does some really good things for you that way. Like what Billy said here again. Billy, thank you for that confidence builder with eye contact. That's real important because I want you to think about something. Notice how you feel as I'm talking to you right now. Now, if I move over here, and let's say I'm talking to you, but I'm looking over this way, and you know, I really care about you. I'm looking at you. I really care about you. You're seeing just the side of my face, or I'm looking. No, I'm a little bit exaggerated on that. But looking over here, the connection isn't there. As a human being, we want to feel that that person is there. And so for me, one of the most important things we can do is to figure out how we can humanize the technology. A virtual environment can seem a little bit alienating. When we do Zoom, we often hear about Zoom fatigue. As people are getting tired, they haven't been able to really connect emotionally. And I know that's been that way. I've been to meetings where that happens. And I've probably been guilty of doing some things myself that way. But I like to make a conscious effort to humanize as much as possible. That means what we're going to do is we're going to look into the camera. It also means make sure your audio is good. By the way, notice what I'm doing here. Maybe just a little bit exaggerated, but that's all right. What I'm doing is I'm bringing this in so that, yeah, I'm going to have that confidence, build the eye contact, and with a good audio, it sounds much better. Versus coming back here, notice just a little bit off here. Roll back here. You'll notice the audio is not quite as good as when I'm right here. And so you want to make sure that you have really good audio. It's a subconscious thing, but really important. Make sure your lighting is good also. I'm not using any lights right now, but what I'm doing is I'm looking out the window here and getting a chance. Matter of fact, what I'm doing here, let me use another camera I've got here. I'm looking out the window right now, and that's what I'm seeing. That is not a picture. That is not video. That's what Orlando looks like right now. Matter of fact, let me do this. I'll have some fun on it. I'm geeking out here a little bit. Work with me on that. I'm zooming in. What are we looking at here? We're looking at Universal Studios and a very blurry Harry Potter's world. There it is. That is Hogswart, Harry Potter's world. And you're looking at Orlando, Florida, live right now with a few clouds out there in the way. But using Ecamm to bounce back and forth. What you want to do, you want to humanize. And one way to do that is eye contact, and the Plexicam facilitates that. It makes it much easier to work with. So I'd recommend bounce over there, take a look at it, see if that might work for you. I'm not getting any commission on this. I do support them with talking about it and telling people what's there because, hey, I like to help people get technology and to get other tools that can help. And again, this one doesn't require any batteries, doesn't require any power source. You just put it together, do a little bit of assembly, and they'll take it from there. So I'd love to hear from you. What do you think about this? What do you think as you work with it? What tools are you using that you're finding has been particularly helpful to you, been able to help you on certain areas and work with it, these are the keys that you'll want to take a look at. Find those tools that can help you to do a little bit better as you're working with it. I love the way that Dr. Paul Goodman talks about that. He gives an example for all of us. I look up to him for ways to constantly learn, come up with creative ways to connect. And he's doing that in a magnificent way. And by the way, a way that you can do it too is with Dental Nachos Supreme. Matter of fact, notice my shirt. Here we go, Dental Nachos Supreme. Got one of these, and it is the culmination of so much effort that he has put into what to do what dentists need to do and what dentists can do for better practice management, for better clinical use. They talk about that at times. They'll talk about other dentists, and here's a real benefit of it. You get a chance to talk with other dentists that confidentially on Zoom, and when we get back to more face-to-face meetings, we'll be doing that as well. And so this is something you want to look into. And here's how you can do it. You can get some information on that by texting Supreme to this number, 215-543-6454. Again, that's Supreme. You'll text to 215-543-6454. And that'll be good for those of you that are in the dentisting world. As Paul Goodman says, dentisting out there. You find certain tools that you can use, and it's always good to get around those groups of people that are going to help you. They're going to help you to get what you need and to get ahead. So for today, that's our program. I wanted to share with you what Plexicam can do. Keep it real short and sweet so that you can look into it and realize the benefits of using that. Notice how you're feeling now as I'm looking into the camera, right there, looking into it. I've positioned it so that it's optimally right there where I need it to be. So I'll look forward to hearing from you. Let me know what you think. If you're catching this on recording, hey, welcome aboard. We know that a lot of people get this. Actually, more people watch this via recording than live. And so if you're getting the recording, want to leave a comment, we'd love to hear from you. I'm Terry Brock, and on behalf of the entire Dental Nachos team, hope you have a wonderful